Hello, Chef here. So today I'm making a braised beef stew with wild mushrooms and herbs. If you follow along, I'm going to show you how to braise beef. It's not that difficult. First of all, when you're in the grocery store or talking to a butcher, select a really nice piece of beef. This has a little bit of marbling. It's beautiful. This is a grain-fed Angus beef. Looks to me like it's prime. And it's basically called a top round. So this is a piece of round. So very simple here. I'm going to work with this larger piece and make this beef stew. Okay. You can remove any extra fat if you like to. There's not very much on here, so I'm going to leave most of it. Maybe just take a little piece off and show you here this. Yeah, you don't need to eat too much of this stuff, okay? So in this particular stew I'm making today, I'm going to look for a kind of a medium-sized dice, and we're going to go with something like this. Pays to have a sharp knife, let me tell you. There is a little bit of silver skin right here. This, as you may know, is kind of hard to eat. Not for me. Okay, remove that very quickly. Alright, so moving right along here, we've got our meat, and we're going to just go in some nice chunks like this. Okay. Very good stuff. I've got some herbes de Provence right here. Put that on as well. Maybe about a tablespoon. Okay. And some fresh ground black pepper. Got a little treat here too. This is alderwood smoked salt. Oh, it smells so good. We're going to put a little bit of that smoked salt on there as well. Okay, now the next thing you're going to do whenever you're braising meat like this, you want to rub all these spices in there, get it good and coated nice, and then we're going to move along to some cornstarch. You can use flour, you can use cornstarch, it's completely up to you. There's all different things and different methods out there. I'm just using this cornstarch because I know it works well, and I'm going to get this beef braising here. Alright, just dip these babies in, give them a little shake like this. I'll be back. Today I want to share with you something very special. These are amazing dried morel mushrooms. These ones come from Alaska. Wow, look at those beauties. So nice. Organic, wild, they smell great. Wow, nice flavor. So I'm going to show you how to reconstitute these. Just put a small amount in a bowl like this. Maybe a few less. You don't need too many. Really an amazing mushroom. This right here is going to work for me. You take the morels and cover them with some very hot water. Almost boiling water is good. Just like this. Once they're covered, you don't need a lot of water. Once they're covered like this, put a lid on it. Put a lid on like this. Some people use plastic wrap, that's fine. Some people use foil, that's fine. I hope you live long. I don't know. Stainless steel, non-reactive, very safe material, glass lid, you can't go wrong. So I'm going to come back and check these in a little while, and these are going to be used in a small stew. Okay, and after 20 minutes, this is what they look like. They're soft, they're ready to go. At this point I use a pair of tongs and gently squeeze them, remove them from the liquid. I never discard the liquid. I use the liquid in most recipes. However, take note that there's usually a little bit of sand or debris in the very bottom. So there's the morels reconstituted, ready to use for the recipe. By the way, you can score some of these morels at the sponsor Wild picked, USA, super high quality. You can't go wrong with that right there. Yeah. This stew's gonna get some onions. I got this large onion here, and I'm gonna go with a medium dice. Bench scraper. Okay, I've got a very hot braising pan here, and I'm going to add some extra virgin olive oil. How much? I don't know. Enough to coat the bottom. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, so my oil is looking good. It's nice and hot, and I'm ready to start adding my beef. The beef has been lightly tossed in the cornstarch, and you just want to brown the beef. So we start putting it in like this, a little bit at a time. Get that beef nice and brown, and then we repeat. Okay? Just like this. I have some garlic here. This is minced dried garlic, and this is right here fresh garlic. You can use both, your choice. And besides the garlic and the onions, oh, look at that. Minced shallots. I'm going to put a few shallots in there. Okay? I'll be back. Okay, you see that nice color right there? That's what we're looking for. You can't rush the cooking process. Let the food cook. It's looking good. Okay, at this point, we return our beef back to the pan, like this. Stir it up. Oh. Man, that's looking good. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of beer. You can use wine if you prefer. I'm using beer. Either way, this is my braising liquid, by the way. Okay, after the beer, I'm gonna add a little bit of some tomato product. Tomato product can vary. You can use anything you like. In this particular case, I'm using tomato sauce. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be good. In case you're trying to follow along, that was 12 ounces of beer. Okay, and I started off with about 2.5 pounds of meat. Now, this gets covered and you let it cook. Low heat, low to medium heat. Oh yeah, look at that. So this stew has been braising now for a few hours. You can see it looks pretty good, but most importantly, I want the meat to be tender. So this is where you must do a tasting and select a nice piece of the meat, and let's see if this is done. It's very good. Okay, this is the point where you this is the point where you add cornstarch and water. I've got a slurry mixture here of equal parts cornstarch and water. I'll put that in. I'm going to bring this to a boil, and once it gets thick, and I think it's thick enough, I'm going to add my mushrooms and let it cool. So it's looking pretty good. You can see the consistency. Should coat a spoon. Okay. Okay, and I do believe I'm at the right consistency here. It's looking good. So at this point, I'm adding my morel mushrooms, just a few at a time like this. Yeah, and you remember I saved the juice? I'm adding some of the juice right now. Yeah, looking good. Chef here. So here's the finished stew. Just plating some of this up. I wanted to share this with you. This stew's looking really, really good. And like I told you earlier, there's morel mushrooms, big chunks of beef in there. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay, that's a generous serving right there. And what I'm going to do next is garnish. And very simple here. I'm going to put a couple of Brussels sprouts in here. Some up, some down, like this. Okay. And the last thing I like to put is always a little contrast. So here I have some fennel seed and a little bit of capers. It just pair perfectly with a stew like this. That's it. If you want to get critical and technical, you can always blanch some of these carrots ahead of time and put a few of them around the plate too, just because they're a little bit brighter in color. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the presentation. That's it. Braised beef stew with morel mushrooms. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Have a great day. Keep cooking. Oh, yeah. A little bit of toasted garlic bread and olive oil with this. Fresh herbs. A little bit of basil and oregano right here. Sometimes you just tear it up and you release a lot of good flavor, and it looks nice too. That's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, support your sponsor. Most of all, keep cooking. Have a beautiful day. Oh yeah, the stuffed portobello. It's going to be good. Here is a finished mushroom appetizer. Varnish. This is made in America. This is the best butcher block and desk surface, in my opinion. Countertops, islands, you name it. It's beautiful. Red oak is more porous and it will accept stain a little bit more. This is the same thing here, except this one is mineral oil finished. And then we're going to make it look like this. This is dark American walnut. Same deal, made in America, full-length strips, food-safe glue, perfectly flat, perfectly square. Yeah, really, really nice. So stay tuned with me, and I'm going to be back and show you a few tips here. Here, so I'm using this block today. I noticed it's getting a little bit dry. Time to oil it again. So I'm going to be using two products today. I thought I'd share them with you as I oil this end grain rock maple butcher block. So the first one is let me see. The first one is my standard right here, and that is this awesome Boost Mystery Oil. Love it. Second one is the board cream. Okay, board cream, good stuff. So you notice they're different. The board cream's a little bit thicker. You actually have to squeeze it pretty good to get it out of the package. and the oil is a little thinner, so it pours out easier. So I actually take and mix the two together. I'm going to put a little bit of my mixture on the block like this, right here. Just like that. And I'm going to work it in plastic bag here, a little swirl motion like this. Okay, work it in real good. If your block's really dry, it's going to suck that oil right up. This particular block has not been oiled in a while, so it's sucking it right up really quick. You can see that. It's penetrating. Yeah. That is the video. If you need the products, your sponsors got them right there. This will be dry within a few minutes or hours. I'll just let it sit overnight and it'll be totally dry by morning. Thanks for watching. Keep cooking. Have a beautiful day.